A Mexican guest worker program in Texas. It's May 8th, 2025, and these are your headlines. The Texas House is set to vote tomorrow on legislation to create a temporary guest worker program for laborers from Mexico, just as several bills aimed at curbing illegal immigration continue to languish without a vote. House Bill 2858, authored by Democrat Representative Ray Lopez from San Antonio, would authorize the governor to seek federal approval to implement a state-run guest worker program. And if the federal government approved it, the governor could then enter into a memorandum of understanding with Mexico to facilitate the migration of legal temporary workers to Texas under U.S. non-immigrant visas. And according to Lopez's bill analysis, the program's intended to address ongoing labor shortages, particularly in sectors that rely on low-skilled or seasonal labor. Businesses seeking to hire guest workers would need to prove that no local workers are available and that hiring foreign labor would not undercut wages or working conditions. But get this, the Mexican government would be responsible for screening workers, issuing IDs, and ensuring they return to Mexico at the end of their visas. Yeah, I'm sure they'll do a real good job of that. Well, the proposal echoes a similar plan floated by President George W. Bush back in 2004, 20 years ago. You remember that? Which drew sharp criticism from conservatives at the time, who said it would incentivize more illegal immigration and depress wages. The bill earned unanimous approval from the House Calendars Committee yesterday. The Texas Republican platform, meanwhile, explicitly calls for prioritizing American workers in the workforce. This bill, which seeks to import more foreign labor, is advancing even as legislation aimed at reducing incentives for illegal immigration has been sidelined. Legislation to mandate E-Verify and to end in-state tuition for illegals has not yet been set for a vote, despite being named Republican legislative priorities. Well, another Republican priority measure to prevent non-U.S. citizens from voting in Texas elections moved a little bit closer to passage this week. That'd be Senate Bill 964 by Brian Hughes, which would require driver's licenses and ID cards issued to non-citizens by the Texas Department of Public Safety to display the phrase "not eligible to vote" on the front of the license or ID. The cards would also be oriented vertically instead of horizontally. SB 964 is endorsed by the Texas GOP under the priority of securing Texas elections. Senators passed the bill last month on a bipartisan vote. Representative Carrie Isaac is carrying it in the House. She presented it to the House Homeland Security, Public Safety, and Veterans Affairs Committee yesterday. A Texas Civil Rights Project attorney, Danny Woodward, though, testified against the bill, claiming it would create havoc for people attempting to vote after becoming naturalized citizens. However, naturalization certificates are an accepted form of voter ID, so naturalized citizens who fail to update their driver's licenses would still be able to vote. Woodward also argued that displaying the word non-citizen on the IDs could put people at risk of discrimination.
Do you feel increasingly isolated? Like the world has gone insane and you are part of one small, clear-headed remnant? Let me be the first to tell you, you're not alone. I'm Sarah Gonzalez, and on my new show, Come and Take It, I'm going to call out the crazy so you can be empowered to change Texas and the nation. Overcome the schemes of the left designed to keep Texans paralyzed and silent. Watch or listen to Come and Take It today.
Attorney General Ken Paxton has announced the arrest and indictment of 6 people, including 5 public officials, for election crimes related to a vote harvesting scheme in Frio County. That's located just southwest of San Antonio. According to the affidavits and search warrants dating from November of 2022, a county judge candidate provided authorities with evidence and recordings of the alleged wrongdoing. Court documents allege that Carlos Segura, a former Frio County elections administrator, leaked confidential ballot information, including delivery details and mail ballot recipients, to Cheryl Denise Castillo. Castillo reportedly charged between $1,500 and $2,500 for her work. Segura also allegedly concealed 2023 vote-by-mail applications to impair the availability of the documents and records as evidence in any subsequent investigation related to the offense. Castillo allegedly led several Frio and Atascosa County residents to participate in vote harvesting of senior citizens, including in the Pine Hills Estates 2 subdivision. The operation involved illegally requesting mail-in ballots on behalf of elderly voters, coercing or manipulating their voting choices, and accessing and misusing confidential ballot information. For more of today's stories, go to TexasScorecard.com.